What's up, gamers? It's me, Lucas G, from the G-Bros Gaming channel, and I'm kind of tired. This is the third time I've tried recording this commentary, but we're just gonna go. Your background noise, I'm turning on a fan because it's getting pretty stuffy in here. But to the topic of the video. Today, we are going to land on minmus. Where nothing will go wrong. Nothing at all is what I'd say if something didn't go wrong. I'm gonna leave that for later in the video. Something will go very wrong. So this video did take quite a bit of planning to get my retrograde orbit over the minmus flat, but I mean in the end it worked out. So it's not a big deal. So we are going to get our two Kerbals. The crew on the Deep Space Gateway is Genbro Kerman, Mibble Kerman, and Danny Kerman. Genbro and Danny are going to go down. Danny, because he's a scientist, and he was one of the original bunch that I wanted to take down to minmus in my short haul missions. But I decided I would just take Jeb instead, because he's probably never going to get a chance to go to minmus. I didn't even need that much science. So Danny's going to get his turn to go down there today in this new lander. Although I don't think Danny is going to like space all too much after this adventure. But I mean, it's fine, I guess. These Kerbal, they're immortal. They love space. They love everything to do with it. Their entire race is built around space exploration and explosions. So, we're going to get our Kerbals on EVA. I know I could just transfer them through an IVA, but I mean, it's fine, I guess. Plus, it's a bit more realistic because they're not going to transfer through a giant fuel tank, and I know the Mark III fuel tanks have like a service hallway through them, but I just wanted an excuse to do a quick spacewalk. So, we're going to get our scientist and pilot, Genbro, and Danny Kerman aboard the lander. And now we are going to undock it. Now, at the beginning, I actually had to pump a bunch of monopropellant into the lander for the docking, which will go wrong. But I'm not going to talk too much about the blunder that was the docking. Don't worry, Jebediah was not sent out to space. Jebediah and his crack team of Kerbonauts did not have to get sent out to rescue a blundered mission. These guys, they managed to pull through. Although, we did lose a massive rocket. We did lose the payload from a massive rocket, as well as some pretty advanced engine systems. But I mean, it's fine, I guess. I mean, we have plenty of scientific data. We also managed to power up the laboratory module on the space station, and we now have a landing site for my minmus ground base, which is going to have rovers. It's going to have labs. It's going to have freighters. It's going to have like a little lander that refuels and goes up and down. I mean, if you want this to be a series, tell me in the comments. If you don't want it to be a series, then I won't put you through it. But I mean, a nice 2-part video. I feel like that would be nice for my comeback to my 8 subscribers. Anyway, completely rambled past the descent. I did miss the Great Flats, which was the biome we were aiming for, because I did not have any scientific data from it. So if I really wanted to maximize my science, I wanted to go to the flats. Plus, it's just a very nice area. It's surrounded by some nice slopes. It's a very easy place to aim for. And it's very nice. It's very nice. So just going to do a quick IVA. And fails time warp down. And we have no connection with the KSC, so it's all up to J-Bro's skill as a pilot. So, going to accidentally do some material studies and stuff. That decided, nah, it's fine. We don't need this. It's not giving us that much science, and I really wanted to just maximize the amount of science I could have gotten. I know I could have maximized it by doing all of it and then some, but I mean, I was too lazy, and there was quite a bit of a problem that happened. Not gonna specify the problem, but there was a bit of a problem. I probably already spoiled it. Honestly, I'm just kind of tired of doing commentary right now. I'd like to play some Kerbal Space Program and just get started on a new series. I plan on making a Kerbal Space Program for dum-dums. It's going to be a beginner's guide for a console Kerbal Space Program for noobs. So, just gonna slow the footage down back to normal speed and do a nice touchdown. Can't see my surface speed, but we touched down about we touched down about 1.7 meters per second. If I got that wrong, you're probably gonna correct me in the comments, but I don't really care. It's fine. So we can do our material study. We can do our we can close those doors just to make it look nicer, because we're not going to be restoring these things. Although we did bring Danny, it was only really because he was one of the original bunch I wanted to send down. That's fine. He got to come down. He got to do a spacewalk and jump around on the surface of minmus. In objectively a better spacecraft, because he's staying around minmus for longer, and he's not cramped up into one tiny Mercury capsule on like the 60-day journey back to Kerbin. A standard minmus mission takes quite a long time, just because of how high of an orbit you're in. It just takes quite a long time to fall back to Kerbin, and the G-forces are nothing to be scoffed at. But I mean, I've done plenty of great minmus missions with Jeb and Bob and Lingus Kerman and another scientist. Jeb went down there. He was the only one to not black out, and I didn't have any errors with the re-entry for Jeb. But Danny and J-Bro just fooling around on the surface, toppling over, standing on each other's heads, jetpacking around, and just floating. But we can do the obligatory flag plant, and then realized I have to take it down because I forgot to name it. Take down the flag, put down a new one. Sneeze. But put down a flag again. Just make sure that we add the thing. Now, while I could speed this up to 2 times, I'm not going to. I'm just not going to. Mainly because when editing this, I was just kind of getting tired and lazy. It's getting quite late. I've tried to do this multiple times. And this is, 3rd time I've done this. I'm not quite as energetic as I once was this morning, or the 2nd time I tried doing this. But I mean, it's fine. I'm good. Make some Kerbal Space Program videos. At least I'm making videos on something I enjoy doing, and just doing something I enjoy doing. I'm not that old. I don't have to pay taxes or anything. I could just, do what I like to do without having to worry too much about my future. But we can get a nice cinematic shot. Completely rambled past the minmus landing. Just get a nice cinematic beauty shot of our Kerbals, our astronauts, standing in front of their beautiful lander, which I forgot to add a ladder to because, you know. But, yeah. We're going to get Danny on board the lander. And we can close out the thing. Oh, yeah, just needed to take a surface sample because that's, like, the most important part. And I don't think I actually took one, which is great that I remember to do it now. Of course, if you are not familiar with i.aerospace, which is the save file, the reason I got so much science from that sample was because because I keep, like, forgetting what I'm going to say. But reentry heating is buffed up to 120%, and it gives me a 50% boost in science games with a Z. But get a nice cinematic shot of the lander lifting off, rambled right past that point. So just gonna do a pretty standard ascent. Not going to like try to get into orbit because I'm just gonna raise my apoapsis to get nice and close to the station. Then just faff around with maneuver nodes and counters, and then just do a normal rendezvous completely with my eyeballs. Like, I don't try to get the most advanced, the closest separations that I can, but I try to get nice separations nonetheless. So, yep, just gonna play around with the maneuver node. Play around with maneuver nodes, look for the encounter window, and get ready to rendezvous. I got it nice and close there, so, yeah, we're just going to go to our maneuver node. And, yeah, just going to time warp up, begin burning, and we can stretch out our trajectory to line ourselves up to get an encounter with the Deep Space Gateway. Now, it is starting to become a minimal night, or at least the space station is starting to go to the night side of minmus. Hope it's not too hard to see, but it's fine. We're definitely on like one of the farther sides of minmus. There's like a 25% of the orbit around minmus. There's a radio blackout, but it's fine. We have full crew control. It's just like a half an hour blackout for the Kerbals, where they can't communicate with ground control. But, I mean, oh wait, I can't use skippers. I was gonna say, maybe I'll try to build like a skipper network. But a skipper network is not gonna work because of the antenna that I attached. Well, it's a nice looking antenna. It was one of the best that I had when I made this. I've gotten significantly better equipment and new tech, and this space station is starting to get, a little bit old, a little bit outdated. And there's not too many ways I can ship in new tech through modules because I'm lazy. But there's not too many ways I can, but it's also very hard to incorporate because this was not designed to, have new modules added onto it. So I have to kind of use the rudimentary system that I had in place already. So, just going to do some RCS. Again, I'm just really, really bad at this video game. And, alright, since it's relevant now, while I was trying to dock, I ate through all of my monopropellant, which led to some twists, some turns, some intense battles, some cool things, some twists, turns, missteps, blunders, other words that you can use in this sentence. Oh, okay. So yeah, just gonna try to dock. I don't know why it didn't dock on a few occasions. Like, it was so close and we were going super slow. So I'm not quite sure what the issue was. but there was an issue nonetheless. So, just gonna do some RCS, puff around, do some retrograde, do some target. Never really used anti-target, just kind of... What I like to do is use the RCS mode to align my prograde marker with my target marker. That way I can just do forward and backward easily by just going... That way I can like speed up and slow down very easily without having to do much like crazy RCS maneuvers. And it ensures that I kill off all of my vertical speed gets killed off in time. So just going to keep docking. Beautiful. Nope, just gonna flick us away. And now we're gonna crash into a solar panel and destroy one of the Gigantor arrays. Not a very nice day. I will admit the station has seen better days. Definitely have seen better days. So yeah, not too much to talk about other than I am not good at this video game. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm just doing some like monopropellant maneuvers with the integrated RCS. By the way, this if you are like looking in your VAB and can't find this lander can, it's because it comes with making history. So all you normies that making history, get it. I mean, only get it if you need the bigger parts and the bigger lander can. If you don't want it, then don't get it. Yeah. So, we are just trying to... Seriously, I don't know what to say here. It's just not good. I'm just not good at this video game. So, I'm gonna quick save. Now, while I could have just tried reloading the quick save when I ran out of monopropellant, I didn't, because again, I'm lazy. So, let's go. Going for the dock, and we overshot and missed, and I'm not good at this video game. And please help me. I'm really bad at this. Right, let's try again. This time, I tried targeting that docking port, and then tried to use the station, and try to get the station to hold alignment to the docking port, but it just kind of started spinning out of control because A, there's no pilot, and B, I was too stupid to add reaction wheels, or good reaction wheels, and now I don't have any. So we're going in for it, and yep, we're going literally 0.2 meters per second when we hit it, and the magnets just flick us and yeet us, and I run out of monopropellant. And yep, now I'm out of monopropellant, but I decided, no, it's not the end for poor J-Bro and Danny Kerman. We're going to take the scientific data and save the lander. So, get J-Bro out. Now, I did make quite the mistake with J-Bro. I forgot to kill off all of her speed before switching to Danny to get the rest of the science off the lander and get him back into the station. But, yeah. Also, this lander actually ended up deorbiting itself from the force that the magnets threw us off from. So, I'm just going to let the music play out as you watch this intense scene. Alright, we have gotten one Kerbal into the station. We now have a second one, and yeah, as you can see, this boo-boo is made very, very apparent here, as we are about a kilometer away from the station. But I'm just gonna let the music continue playing as we jetpack over to the station to try to re-embark with Genbro. Alright, we are getting close to the space station. We are getting close to the space station. We're getting ready to re-embark the Cupola module that Genbro is assigned to. Just gonna, time warp over to the station. Not much more to say. Now, Genbro did actually crash into a lot of solar panels when trying to re-embark the station, which is why a lot of the Gigantors are gone. Just thought I'd say that. But yep, just gonna jet to the station, and we did like a pretty good like suicide burn there. So let's so now that we're nice and close, it's pretty easy to re-embark the lander. Yep, not a problem. Or lander, I meant station. Why am I an idiot? Is a big question I have. But we can just time warp over to the daylight side, and take this opportunity to fire. Well, first to fix the panels, but to fire up our new our laboratory, because we got so much science data from the surface of minmus. It's insane. We're gonna get so much extra science from this. And also, the lab is insane. It's just an insane thing to have. Incorporate it in everything you can. Like, once you get it, if you're making, like, very heavy landers, try to incorporate a lab, because you can do some crazy stuff with it. Of course, if you're in sandbox, then there's no real reason to have it other than, like, aesthetics. But if you're in science and just want to grind out the tech tree, or, like, rack up score, or, like, quote-unquote score, then definitely use the lab, because it's just overpowered. You just gather some data, and it will, like, it's like a miniature R&D building. It's literally insane how much science it can produce. Although it does eat up quite a bit of power. This thing, with its internal and external power banks, has about 1,600 units of electric charge. And when only 400 of the 500 science that lab can produce in one go is filled, transmission is very difficult. You'll like have to do every power-saving maneuver possible. But we are nearing the end of this video. So, like, subscribe, hit the bell, all of the YouTuber things that I'm supposed to say if I'm a YouTuber. Check out the first video. I might link in the description, but I might not, because again, I'm lazy. Just realized I've rambled past the point of ending. It's now a black screen. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all those things. Stay yes.